Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle is on the highway map, and we've got Kluzna from 1AR clan. He's in the T-44-100. It's a tier 8 premium tank. And you can tell it's got a 100mm gun, very punchy. Alrighty, now highway sort of got two spaces to battle, one where he's heading to, which you need a light tank or a few light tanks to spot out, and then the other part is the city where most of the heavy tanks go. Alright, they've got a light tank on each side, and let's see what happens here. Alright, enemy light tank's been spotted, the setter. Can they do to it? Yes, Kluzna hits it and make another shot in. Oh, he's dead already, so first enemy light tank, or first light tank goes down, that's the enemy one. That's going to give him a bit of an advantage here. Now Kluzna is running the optional vision for medium tanks. He's got CBS, which the light tanks would have as well. Now that's going to give him a bit of an advantage here. Optics, of course, for the extended view range, and he gets spotted, so probably someone up on the hill there. Here we go. Right, now bounces around from a T-29. So one of the advantages of the T-44 is, yes, it's got a bit of extra armour. He's found an enemy Centurion 5-1 there. Fortunately the first shot doesn't go in, but he's going to put a blind shot in for sure. Well, not a blind shot, but anyway. The first one must have done tracking, and he picks up a decent amount of assisted damage there. Alright, enemy VK 3002, poor little tier 7, gets thrown out of the game fairly early, and he's up to nearly 3k of spotting damage here, or assisted damage I should say, because some of that came from the tracking. And his team have got an early advantage. Let's see what they can make of that. Now they've lost their own light tank. He's managed to get a kill, which is good, but maybe trying to get that kill meant he sacrificed his tank. I'm not sure if that was a good thing. Now that's what you've got to judge as a light tank player, of course, but nonetheless, now Kluzna's got a position up here on the hillside where if the enemy try and come down from his right, of course they'll be exposed to the tanks on the other side because he'll have spotted them. Now there is an STA-1 in the middle there, and he's about to disappear, I think. Yep, Kluzna gets a shot into him, should go down fairly shortly. Yep, he gets thrown out. So enemy obviously pushing a bit more into the town, but he's got an IMT in front of him, and that's interesting that yeah, he stood back, but nonetheless he's now become a sacrifice, and now it is the RTs and the TDs on this side. Of course the T-29 heavy we saw earlier may still be in the same position, but Kluzna already in a pretty good situation here, 2k of damage and 3.8k of assisted damage there. So what else can he bring out of this match? Now it's only 4 minutes in, and his team, yes, definitely wiping this side. There's the T-29. He's going to have to be a bit careful there. It does have a reasonable gun, assuming it's got the top gun on it, and it's got a tough turret. But can he get the side of it? Probably. No, he only goes as far as getting the turret, and the T-29. He's got reasonable awareness, turns around to give him the front face. Kluzna wants to go after the arty, of course, but he'll deal with the T-29. Now the T-29's fired, so he can go for it now. Puts one shot into it, and might get another shot before the T-29 can fire, but no, it's just taking a little bit too long. Just wants to avoid the gun, but as soon as he fires, yep, come forward and try and whittle him down. So no problem penetrating him with his standard rounds. Side of the T-29 is not special. On an arty takes a big chunk. Luckily the T-29 goes down, and now we can go after the arty here. There's an M12. No, he's disappeared. The M40 who took a chunk out of him, can he get some revenge damage out of that? Yep, does a third person shoot and gets the kill. That's a nice outcome there. So closing in on 3k damage. There's an M103 up ahead he might be able to get some damage out of, and unfortunately hits it, but doesn't penetrate there. But he's managed to use up all of his standard rounds, so now he's eating into his premium rounds here. Alright, decides to leave the M103 alone because he's got some close company, and looks like there's an AMX M4 who's isolated, and he puts a shot in. He's not getting spotted yet, and he's going to, I think, push up on this AMX. Now, he can take a bit of a risk here. He's got enough hit points to absorb a couple of hits from the AMX, and he should be able to out DPM him. Now, the AMX will probably know that he's coming, although he hasn't been spotted. He'll be spotted now. He puts a shot into him, and yep, he's got him down to one shot. He might take some damage here, which he does, but you can see the amount of damage not huge, and he gets the kill. So 4 kills now to Kluzna. He's really dominating this particular game, and now he's coming around behind the enemies. He can pick up the XM57. Might be able to get a shot in. No, he's gone down already. Now it's just a matter of chasing the last bits of damage. And most of these are tanks going to be facing the other way. So that's Tiger Mouse. He's put one shot into him, tries to get around the side. Now we'll go for the lower front plate. But that lower front plate doesn't exist anymore, and in fact none of the enemy exist anymore. So that is the game. 4.4k of damage and 4.4k of assisted. I got some nice symmetry in the results there. 4 kills, 4460 damage, 4463 of assisted damage there. Blocked a little bit, which is nice. And Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Confederate Award, and Patrol Duty. So yes, when your light tanks go down and you've got CVS and a medium tank, you're going to do the work. Alright, let's have a look at the team score. Alright, he's finished with 1819 base experience. That's really excellent, and again, that assisted damage really paid off. Next best on the team, no one else doing over 2k, so absolute carry there by Kluzna. The XM57 doing 2.6k being the next, a couple of close to 2k. On the enemy side, Sentinel doing 4.7k, must have all been in the city, we didn't see it. That paired with the Tiger Mouse, so they really tried to carry their team, but that didn't work for them. Let's have a look at Kluzna's results there. Fired 26 shots in total, 22 hits, 19 penetrations, good shooting. That gave him his damage total, and he spotted 7 enemy vehicles, so that's what he's picked up patrol duty for. And he's managed to damage 11 enemy vehicles out of the 15, so it just tells you his coverage of the whole map there. Alright, cost-wise, premium tank, of course, tier 8 is your sweet spot for earning credits. Didn't have any extra reserves running, but was running premium account, and as we saw, he used his standard ammunition up front, so his costs running quite low, made a very tidy profit there, 137k. But more importantly, 1.8 base experience, actually his best result in that tank, so that's worth noting. Gives him an excellent output there in terms of experience earned as well. Anyway, great game there from Kluzna. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, that's an option for you. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.